Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. Alabama has always had quarterback consistency under Nick Saban. Even the years where the longtime starter departed for the NFL, there was always someone waiting in the wings that fans were comfortable with, fans were excited with, and that guy waiting in the wings was fully prepared to take over the reins as the new starter. It was Greg McElroy. Then it was A.J. McCarron. Then there were a couple gap years there, yes, where solid years with Blake Sims and Jacob Coker, guys like that. Then you had Jalen Hurts. Then you had Tua Tagovailoa. Then you had Mac Jones. Then you had Bryce Young. A couple Heisman winners in there as well. You can't beat it. Quarterback consistency. But now, there is a true quarterback battle going on in Tuscaloosa between Jalen Milroe and Ty Simpson. And the million-dollar question during this spring season right now is who is going to be the starting quarterback for the Crimson Tide? That is an answer that might not be answered until right before the season starts. We know how Nick Saban likes to operate, but it is a question that we are going to try to answer today. So again, welcome back to the Gridiron Expert as we are here to break down the Alabama quarterback battle, one that's going to be the most intriguing battles to watch during this spring season. As always, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and check out everything down in the description below. Because again, guys, here at the Gridiron Expert, the college football season never ends. It's the beginning of April, and we're talking college ball with you right now. We're talking college football 24/7, 365, and we want you to be a part of that. We want you to take advantage of that, and we want you to become a part of our GE Nation and what we are building right here on the channel. So let's take a look at this. Alabama's spring game is in a couple weeks. The spring game is on April 22nd. So we're going to get some good clarity, I feel like, between Milroe and Simpson. Based on how they perform, that's going to be an opportunity for one of those quarterbacks to kind of separate themselves from the other. A lot of interesting storylines outside of that, though, that play into the quarterback battle. First off, namely, is Alabama has a new offensive coordinator in Tommy Rees coming in from Notre Dame. And many expect Rees to be a little bit more run-heavy in Tuscaloosa, which could take a little bit of pressure off of this whoever wins that starting quarterback job. Obviously, it's not going to be a pass-heavy, pass-first attack, so that makes the quarterback take a little bit of a back seat. But Alabama still needs a guy that can go out there and sling it, a guy that can get you down the field in crunch time, a guy that can get them back to the college football playoff and contending for a national championship. You know, right now, when you look at the numbers and we look at how the two have played, many would say these are two quarterbacks that are relatively similar, and many believe that right now they're on a very equal playing field. Nick Saban's even said that himself, saying, hey, you know, these guys seem to be on an equal playing field. I've been impressed with both, but no clear separation right now. You know, typical coach talk. But let's start breaking them down. Let's look at Ty Simpson first. We haven't seen much of Ty Simpson. He was a five-star recruit. He was the Tennessee Gatorade Player of the Year out of high school, which obviously is a very big award for those high school athletes in their respective states. He had over 2,800 passing yards and 41 touchdowns to go along with 862 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns when he won that Gatorade Player of the Year award. So what I have seen from Ty Simpson, obviously, is he's a guy that's extremely accurate. He's got a good arm. His dual threat ability makes him a popular choice in Tuscaloosa. Kind of gives them that mobility that maybe we saw a little bit with Jalen Hurts and occasionally with Bryce Young, a guy who's definitely can sling it, a guy who's accurate, has got a great arm, but he's more mobile, which opens up a lot of different packages for Tommy Rees in that run-first offense. You got the RPO-style offense that's taking over college football right now, and Ty Simpson could be the guy that could run that better than Jalen Milroe. But again, we have not seen much of Ty Simpson in-game action. We have, of course, with Milroe, who had a decent amount of experience last year when Bryce Young went down with an injury. And if you remember, last year, Young went down with that injury in their game against Arkansas and then was not able to play the next game against Texas A&M. So Milroe played against Arkansas for a little bit and then started the game against the Aggies. Against the Razorbacks, he went just 4 for 9 through the air for just 65 yards, did throw a touchdown. He also had 91 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown against the Razorbacks as well. And he arguably made the biggest play of that game. Arkansas was battling back, had cut the lead to 28-23. Alabama faced a 3rd and 15 from their own 20. If Arkansas had gotten to stop there, who knows what could have happened. Razorbacks could have taken the lead and taken a lot of momentum with them. Instead, the pocket collapsed, Milroe escaped, and took off for 77 yards to essentially put the game away. Alabama scored, got back up by 12. Arkansas was never fully able to recover. So, yes, Milroe did show some dual threat capabilities as well, but I think if you're looking for a more mobile quarterback, a guy who's kind of, that's his skill set, Simpson's your man. But Milroe making a huge play against the Razorbacks, and then against Texas A&M the next week. He started that game, went 12 of 19 through the air, 111 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, had 81 rushing yards, but did fumble twice. Bama still got the win 24-20, but it literally came down to the very last play. And that performance kind of left Alabama fans looking at it saying, hey, we're glad we got the win, but it was a mediocre to subpar performance. For a guy that could potentially be our future quarterback, it was not that encouraging. He committed 3 turnovers, and again, not many passing yards in that game. Didn't really air it out as much. So, obviously, that is, for a first-time starter, that's a pretty big stage to be on. Obviously, you look at the spring season right now, what he's had to do this offseason. He's certainly getting a little bit more work and opportunities and room to grow and improve now that he has the chance to be the starting man, the starting guy in Tuscaloosa. But it is something to kind of note that the 2 performances he had last year against Arkansas and A&M, neither were that impressive, although he did enough to get Alabama the win. One thing that Alabama fans maybe are encouraged about is a couple days ago, we saw some footage from Alabama practices where it appeared that it was Jalen Milroe that threw an absolute dime to Ja'Cory Brooks in the corner of the end zone. Coverage could not have been better, but yet Milroe, who appeared to be the guy that was playing quarterback, hit Brooks in the corner of the end zone. Heck of a throw, extremely accurate, and got a lot of fans excited saying, hey, if that is Jalen Milroe, if that's the guy, and he can do that, we might be okay. We might be okay. So it is a battle going on right now. And I think we're going to get a lot of clarity on that April 22nd spring game, the A-Day game between Alabama and the Alabama starters. I mean, it's going to be a great game, and it's going to be a great opportunity to see what is in store, especially at that quarterback position. If I had to pick right now, though, if I was leaning a quarterback right now, I actually would lean Jalen Milroe's way to be the next starting quarterback for Alabama. He certainly has more experience than Ty Simpson. He's got a great size and a great frame. If he can just compose himself, not crack under the pressure, kind of like he did at times against Texas A&M, and if he can certainly improve on his accuracy, which was a concern at times during the Arkansas game and the A&M game, he can be the starter that gets Alabama back on top of the SEC West, that gets Alabama back to the college football playoff. And I believe this new season with a new offensive coordinator and more work with him, I think he is improving on that accuracy. I think he does have the upper hand right now over Ty Simpson, and he would be my bet right now to start for Alabama in week 1. But again, I'm not the coach. I'm not Nick Saban. We haven't seen much of these quarterbacks yet. We're going to have a much better idea by the time that game concludes on April 22nd. And, of course, we'll be back with plenty of analysis on that as we get closer and closer to this college football season. Alabama looking to get back to the college football playoff after missing last year. Milroe or Simpson's going to be the guy to get him back. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and let us know down in the comments below who should be Alabama's quarterback, and can Ty Simpson or Jalen Milroe get Alabama back to the college football playoff? We want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts. It's the beauty of this channel, guys. We are here to debate and talk football all year long. So make sure to do that down in the comments below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.